Hello, I am Mrs. Landge SS, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering. In this video, we are studying underground cables. Cables are used to transfer power through transmission system and distribution system. Underground cables are used for power applications where it is difficult or impractical or dangerous to use the overhead lines. It demonstrates the higher technology in developed countries for fire prevention and to make the power lines less susceptible to outages during high wind, thunderstorms, or heavy snow or ice storms. An added benefit of underground cables is the aesthetic quality of the landscape without the power lines, and hence underground cables are widely used in densely populated urban areas, in plants, in substations, or in factories. An underground cable essentially consists of one or more conductors covered with suitable insulation and surrounded by a protecting cover. Now let us see construction of underground cable. Underground cable is shown here. The constructional diagram of underground cable is shown here. It consists of conductors covered with insulation layer. Then it is having a metallic sheet, beading, armoring, and serving. So let us study the function of each and every part of this underground cable. First one is core or conductor. Underground cable may have one or more conductors depending upon the type of service for which it is intended. Conductors are made up of copper or aluminum and usually stranded to provide flexibility to the cable. Next is insulation. Each conductor or core of a cable is provided with a suitable thickness of insulation. The thickness of insulation layer depends upon the voltage rating of cable. The insulation material used is impregnated paper, varnished cambric, or rubber mineral compound. Next layer is the metallic sheet. A metallic sheet of lead or aluminum is provided over insulation. It protects cable from moisture, gases, or other damaging liquids such as acids or alkalis in the soil and atmosphere. Next layer is beading. A layer of beading is applied over metallic sheet. It consists of fibrous material like jute or tape. It protects metallic sheet against corrosion and from mechanical injury due to armoring. Next is armoring. Over the beading, armoring is provided. It consists of one or two layers of galvanized steel wire or steel tape. It protects the cable from mechanical injury while laying it and during the course of handling. And the last layer is serving. A layer of fibrous material like jute is provided over armoring and it protects armoring from atmospheric condition. Now let us study the advantages of underground cable over the overhead cable. Underground cables are less liable to the damages through storms or lightning. They have low maintenance cost. They have low chances of developing faults, or faults occurring in underground cables are less, and they have smaller voltage drops. Let us see disadvantages of underground cable. These underground cables have major disadvantage of higher installation cost. So these are much more expensive to manufacture and the installation cost of these cables is very high. And this cost may vary depending on the construction as well as the voltage rating. What are the different types of underground cables? So the underground cables, they are generally classified as low tension cables. Low tension cables have maximum voltage handling capacity up to 1000 volt. Then high tension cables, they have maximum voltage handling capacity up to 11 kV. Super tension cables, which have maximum voltage handling capacity up to 33 kV. Extra high tension cables have maximum voltage handling capacity of 66 kV, and extra super voltage cables which have a maximum voltage handling capacity above 132 kV. So this is about the classification of underground cables. So in this video we have studied construction of underground cable, advantages of the underground cable over the overhead cable, and then we have studied the classification of underground cable. Thank you.